SyncUp Text, a SketchUp extension that helps you keep your AutoText consistent across multiple layout files. Available for download and purchase from the SketchUp extension warehouse. When working with multiple SketchUp layout files, there's no easy way to automatically update or synchronize your AutoText across multiple files related to your project. Consider this example. You want to make an update to the submission version number and the phase of your project in the title bar on your layout file. Using layout, you would have to open up each file and manually update this text one by one. Depending on the size of your project, this could be tens or even hundreds of files, and it would be incredibly time-consuming and tedious just to update some basic common text. This is where SyncUp Text comes in. To get started, simply open up SketchUp and click the SyncUp Text extension button. Please note, as of today, Layout does not allow you to install extensions directly into Layout, like SketchUp does. And therefore, even though we'll be syncing data in Layout today, we must run our extension from the SketchUp application. It does not matter what model you have open in SketchUp, as your current SketchUp model will not be affected by SyncUp Text. When you run SyncUp Text for the first time, a File Explorer will open. As denoted in the upper left-hand corner of the File Explorer, it is prompting you to select a backup directory. Every time you run SyncUp Text, it creates a copy of your layout file prior to applying changes. This is just in the event you make changes to multiple files that you didn't intend to. We'll come back to this later in the demo. Once you've set up your backup directory, download the template AutoText file or spreadsheet you want to use to sync text across your layout files. We've provided you a downloadable template by clicking the cog in the upper right-hand corner of the extension. The template has 3 columns, one column for the AutoText tag, one column for the AutoText display text, and one column that defines the file paths on your computer to apply changes to. Each path must be an exact directory location on your computer, or otherwise the extension will error. You may use a semicolon separator to define multiple file paths to apply your changes to. Returning to our earlier example, here I will update the file version and the phase of the project. Here I'll open another file from my project with the same version and phase data in the title bar. Now I'll use the spreadsheet to set the new version and phase to apply. Notice the AutoText tag in your spreadsheet must match the text in your layout file. For large teams that use the same SyncUp spreadsheet, you can use shared drive paths as long as the letter identifier in the drive is mapped consistently on each team member's computer, resulting in the same path location for layout files. Before running the extension, you must close Layout and your spreadsheet. It is important to note that layout files cannot be modified if they're currently open in Layout. Back in SketchUp with the extension, simply click Apply, and moments later, your text is synchronized across all files. Back in Layout, notice the text is now updated for version and phase. Same for the other file. Need to make another update? Just update your spreadsheet again. And click Apply to sync your text. If you're working on multiple projects at once, no worries. Simply download another template file and set the paths relevant to the files that you want to sync text. Each unique Excel template only applies changes to the file paths in AutoText you've specified. Now let's take a quick look at that backup directory. For protection, a copy of each file prior to the change is saved here in the event you need to restore a file to its original state. Depending on how many files you sync, over time, this backup directory can grow in size, so you may want to consider deleting unused files in the backup directory periodically to save space on your computer. We hope this extension makes your project easier. Check us out in the SketchUp extension warehouse for more useful SketchUp extensions.